What up, what up, what up? In these clips right here, I'm going to show you that this functionally illiterate imbecile, right, doesn't know how to read, write, or add. That's right, add. And I put it in the most simplistic terms because that's it. This guy can't add. I guarantee you, for example, let's say you ask him to add 12 and 10, which is 22, right? He couldn't do it. He is that stupid. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Just like I told you guys about now what's coming to light, right, is Stinky would hire these girls, right? And then he would traffic them to Epstein. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm going to leave Epstein alone for a minute. I got another video about that coming out, you know. But anyway, let's talk about dollars and cents. And I mean cents as in S-E-N-S-E, right? Cents. Did it make sense to hire somebody that says something like, they asked him about the midterms, right? And he says, well, you know what they're going to be, he says, you know what they're going to be talking about? They're going to be talking about the fact that drug prices went down, not 50%, 1,500, 1,200%, 1,500%. Are you listening to that? Are you listening? The President of the United States said that something came down in price 1,500%. He was talking about prescription drugs. He said this. You know, you want to think that what I'm saying is a lie or it's something that I read off of The Onion, but I've got the clip. This motherfucker, he's functionally illiterate. He's never been able to add, read, or write. And you all made him president again. Okay? And that jobs report, I knew it was going to come back Fugazi. I knew it. You know, I was discussing this with the guys, right? And they go, man, you had that first job report that came out that 37,000 jobs were lost. I think it's a payroll report or some shit like that, right? And then all of a sudden the next day, 147,000 jobs created, 100,000 in the education sector. Those numbers were fake. And then the lady that he just fired came out and said, hey, after further review, your numbers were full on Fugazi. Yeah, that's right. Fake. Fucking fake as shit. I mean, not fake. Fake as shit. Worst numbers since COVID. So, you know, then what does he do? He turns around and he fires the lady that keeps the stats, you know? But still, there's going to be independent data coming in and I'll tell you what, you know, you want to bet on him? Good luck with that. Because this whole Project 2025 is a fucking scam, bro. It's a scam. All they're doing is market manipulation. Look, Cantor Fitzgerald, right? They've made, and that's Nutlick, Howard Nutlick. His kids are running Cantor Fitzgerald now. Nutlick ran Cantor Fitzgerald for a long time, right? And they've opened a division, right, where they will buy your tariff debt for pennies on the dollar because they're betting against these tariffs being legal. That's right. So when your company sues, they want to buy these debts so that way they can sue and get the money. They want, you know, it's like J.G. Wentworth. I want my money and I want it now, right? So they're Howard Nutlick, right, is betting on tariffs losing, and then he's turning around and telling you on TV that tariffs are going to succeed. Look at Cantor Fitzgerald and look at the division that they've just opened. That's Project 2025. It's a fucking scam. It's a scam. Seriously. That's just like, you know, your vice president, J.D. Vance, right? You know, that motherfucker has a company where he's buying up your bankrupt farms, your family bankrupt farms for pennies on the dollar. Yeah, him and the elites. The hedge fund managers and all that shit. They're starting to buy up all these farms because you can't afford to run them because of these idiot tariffs. That's what all these idiot tariffs are about. That's right. Yeah. Another Project 2025 scam. Yeah. Yeah. You stupid motherfuckers. This is FAFO on roids. Because the farming sector, they all voted for it. Their racism, their ignorance, their blindness, it has so backfired on them. They don't have contracts. They don't have their crops are rotting in the fields. Fuck them. Fuck them. They deserved it. They deserved it. And you know, now these people, they're talking about Democrats running from Texas. They're running from Texas and running to democracy when it comes to these to this redistricting. But you know what I say? What I say is, okay, you want to make five new seats in Texas? I say Newsom, make 10 in California. If they can do it, we can do it. Make 10 new ones in California. Fuck it. Fuck it. You want to make 5, we'll make 10. That's all. Because that's the only way, that they can stay in power. Because this shit's super unpopular. Super unpopular. And, you know, this is going to be a test case. This is going to be a test case because if the Republicans manage to keep the House after the midterms, then I am convinced that this country is full of masochists. That's right. That's right. Because they serve nobody but themselves. No. It's not that they serve Stinky. No. Yeah, well, you could say that, but they serve themselves because they're craven motherfuckers, right? And they will, you know, for example, you're going to lose your farm over the fact that you voted for 5 trans not to be in the NCAA. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because what has this guy done that's any good? Rename the fucking what you call it? The Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf of America. You call that a win? All these. Think about it. Tell me, and I'll wait. Where's the wins here? Where's the wins? We're not talking about infrastructure. We're not talking about healthcare. No healthcare plan. Nothing. You voted for a functionally illiterate pedo, right? And he's trying to keep everybody scared with these fucking ICE raids, but fuck them too, you know? Yeah, we're fighting back, right? And at every turn, we need to fucking sue him. That's it. Period. Full stop. You know? So anyway, that's for another video. The ICE raids, that's for another video. But anyway, you know, in this video we talked dollars and cents, as in SENSE, right? And you're gonna see these clips. You're gonna see these clips of how stupid this clown is. I mean, we're talking kindergarten type stupid. And I don't mean to trash kindergartners, but that's an 80-year-old man with the smarts of a kindergartner. That's right. So anyway, take a look at these clips and tell me if I'm wrong. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe, right? And if you want a, you know, cool shirt or something like that, go to mockingmagamorons.com. Roll it. Want to know why the economy is crashing? I'll tell you why. When you have a functionally illiterate imbecile, right, running it. If you don't believe me, just listen to him. Roll it.
One of the things they're going to be talking about pretty soon are the tremendous drop in drug prices. You know?
Okay, because I just paid double for a medicine that I needed.
We've cut drug prices by 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500%.
So, you're telling me that I should have got a rebate check for the medicine I just got? How do you drop something 1,500%? What do you expect? You all elected a dude that can't read or write. He can't do simple fucking arithmetic. This is a moron.
I don't mean 50%. I mean 14, 1,500%.
If you don't think that string of English words made any sense, you are correct. It did not.
This motherfucker right here is savage stupid. I mean, dumb as a box of rocks. Always has been. He can't read or write. He can't add. He can't do simple math. This is a moron.
Fired out of the Bureau of Labor Statistics because I think her numbers were wrong.
Nope. No, they weren't.
Just like I thought her numbers were wrong before the election.
You're a fool. And the diatribe that you're going to lay out, those revisions were done in August of 2020. Way before the election, you asshole.
Days before the election, she came out with these
Nope. That's a lie.
beautiful numbers for
That's a lie.
Kamala.
That's a lie.
Yes, Biden /
That's a lie. You demented sack of shit.
Kamala. And she came out with these beautiful numbers trying to get somebody else elected.
That's nonsense. That's nonsense. And sadly, half of the idiots in this country are still believing your fucking bullshit. That you've caved in the economy. This is a dumbass. This is a tackle dummy. In fact, I know tackle dummies. At least they serve a purpose. This is a parasite, a leech, a fraud.
Then right after the election, I think on the 15th, November 15th.
Nope, that's a lie.
She had an $800,000 or $900,000 massive reduction.
An $800,000 or $900,000 massive reduction. Need I say anything else? This senile, pathetic junkie of a pedo. Yeah. Epstein's bestie. Yeah.
Said she made a mistake.
Bullshit.
No, that woman is something about.
Bullshit. You senile, pathetic, demented pedo.
What a babbling buffoon.
Okay, this is Lieutenant Governor Gilchrist of Michigan, right? He's going to say something that I've been telling you guys. Watch, listen to this.
I tell you, Donald Trump is so disconnected from real people. This is what happens when you surround yourself with these MAGA billionaire yes men and your cat.
That is exactly what I told you guys, right? These motherfuckers, right? It's only 12 of them, like 12 or 15 of them. The idiots that are around this guy spouting this nonsense. It's all bullshit. They're weak and he's a pedo. Yeah, continue, sir.
And your team is all these sycophants who only tell you what you want to hear. So they don't know what the truth is because they're so surrounded with lies.
They know what it is. They're just, stop right there. They know what it is. They're just a bunch of craven motherfuckers, right? You know? Yeah, that are trying to keep the public down by spouting nonsense. Fucking lies. At the end of the day, those motherfuckers don't mean shit in your life, you know? Other than the fact that they're this whole quote-unquote big beautiful bill, right? That's a fucking heist. That's a heist. And the people around him, Project 2025, they're a bunch of idiot Nazis. That's right. That's what this is.
I'm connected to people. I talk to people in Michigan every single day. People who are trying to figure out, what the job prospects are going to be for their kids.
Yeah, right.
If they're going to be able to hold on to their job because these tariffs have been so destructive, skyrocketing prices. We've had businesses have to close. We had like a 100-year-old furniture and clock maker in West Michigan called Howard Miller. It's just outside of Grand Rapids. They closed after 100 years due to this economic uncertainty and tariffs. In the last 100 years, they've seen a lot of economic uncertainty, but nothing like this destructive Trump administration. And so those are the people who I talk to on a daily basis. And they just want to figure out, how we can get through this. They want someone to fight back against the liar in chief and Donald.
I got an idea. I do. How about not voting for those assholes? They asked for this. They voted for this. So get yourself some FAFO. That's right.
Trump, but that's what the people in Michigan, they know the truth because they know what they're experiencing every day. Prices they can't afford that are only going up because of these tariffs, the instability that is putting their jobs in jeopardy, and the fact that this Republicans in Congress just gutted health care for hundreds of thousands of people across this state. We need to fight back.
Look, listen to this goddamn dillywinkle. This idiot's crashing the economy.
From your expectations, the number for July was low, but the downward revisions of almost 250,000, more than that, jobs could not have been welcome news.
Right. Well, I think with the economy, it's really important to keep our eyes on the horizon, and the eyes on the...
What horizon? The price of everything has gone up, you asshole.
Horizon are seeing really smooth sailing.
What are you talking about?
Ahead, we've got 3% GDP growth.
No! That's a lie.
And yes, this week, a disappointing jobs number.
Disappointing? It was horrible. Stinky wants to annex Canada. Now Canada doesn't want anything to do with us. Same with Mexico. You fucking idiot. What did you think was going to happen? Tariffs on manufacturing's crashing. You moron.
I first saw the big revisions, which, by the way, were the largest revisions going all the way back for 50 years.
Just wait. It's going to get worse.
If we exclude the COVID years. When I saw those revisions, I thought it must be a typo.
No, it wasn't. It's fucking terrible.
I've never seen a revision like this.
Well, you have bankruptor-in-chief there, that functionally illiterate pedo. By the way, where's the revision of the Epstein files?
As you know me a long time. I live in these data.
You live in that data, huh? Well, read it and weep, you dumb motherfucker. It wasn't a typo.
At the 100th anniversary celebration.
Nobody gives a shit. The Epstein files.
Consumer expenditure survey at the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Alan Greenspan and I were the keynote speakers.
You idiot. You're crashing the economy.
I've been following this forever. I've never seen a revision like that.
Oh, well. When you have a slack-jawed imbecile of a mouth breather with this idiot tariffs going on, what did you expect? That's like that 147,000 jobs. That shit was fake.
And so I think that the underlying strength is the headline for me. The big downward revision is something of a puzzle.
Let me see. Doge, waste, fraud, and abuse. Where are the arrests for the waste, fraud, and abuse? You just went and fired a bunch of black people. That's what you did. And tried to get rid of their programs. Yeah, that's what you did. Bunch of people lost their jobs. Nobody's coming here to vacation. What the fuck did you think was going to happen, you imbecile?
It was explained very well. And I think the markets might be as much unsettled by the fact that the data are so noisy. So imagine...
What? They might be unsettled because the data was so noisy.
The revision in the data, so the correction of errors, is 5 times bigger than the number itself.
That's you know what that is? You know what that's called? The Stinky McPedo Mush effect. That's what that is. That bankrupt motherfucker.
And that makes you wonder, well, can I believe this number at all?
You were believing it at the beginning of the year.
I think that that's actually something that needs to be fixed.
So what now? We shooting the messenger, you asshole?
To be fixed fast.
Well, so the president...
So that was the other day. Now this idiot is saying, yeah, I believe the data. Yeah, that's right.
The market seemed to believe the revisions in the numbers more than they believed the original numbers. That's why you saw bond yields tumble on Friday. Are you in agreement with that? Do you think we are starting to see a real slowdown in the jobs market?
100%. Nobody's coming here and spending any money, you asshole.
Yeah, I think that the jobs numbers were slower than we expected. I think that one of the explanations for revisions is they have more complete data.
Yeah. No, and they tell the truth. They tell the truth. Who are you going to put in there now to count the numbers? Laura Loomer?
I think it is likely that the revisions are a better read of the data if the data are not being manipulated, and so
It's not being manipulated, you asshole.
yeah,
It will be manipulated. You tried to manipulate it, and they busted you.
that it's a little bit weaker, but don't forget this is before the.
No, it's a lot weaker. It was a lot weaker.
Beautiful bill is really kicking in.
That beautiful bill's a fucking nightmare. That's what that is.
And so with our eyes on the horizon, we're highly
What eyes on the horizon? What are you talking about?
optimistic about the future of this
Yeah, right.
economy. We've got the big beautiful bill. We've got expensing.
What about it? The big beautiful bill. That's a spending bill. You asshole, big beautiful bill. That fucking shit is a disaster.
Factories got no taxes on.
In Springfield, they're eating the dog.
I bet you got some soup in that diaper.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Glory be to God.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.